Freaking fifth time trying to do this video. Somebody always calling me, messing up the video because I'm using my cell phone. I don't have my camera on me, but now I left it somewhere else. But anyway, this is a quick update and a couple of answers to Pickle Me 101's questions. Alright, as far as the paint, the type of paint I used was some exterior paint from Walmart. It was the cheapest brand they had. I don't remember the name of it or the exact kind it was, but it was the cheapest outdoor exterior paint they had. I got like a quart of it. I think like $4, I believe. And as far as how I did it was, I didn't put the paint over the fiberglass. I sanded down the boat, then I've put the paint over the whole boat. Then I came back with resin, a thin layer of resin, and covered that all up. Which I should have did a thicker layer of resin because when I set the boat on its back, it eats away at the paint in the thin coat of resin. And as far as sanding, when I've sanded down the boat to prepare it to accept the paint, it did take a lot of sanding. I started off with a 5-inch orbital sander, I believe, 5 or 6 inch, but that was taking way too long, so I went down to Harbor Freight and I purchased a 3x2-in-1 belt sander, which made life a whole lot easier and faster. I mean, just sweet, perfect. So that's how I've done that. And as far as the fiberglass, sanding down the fiberglass, I used a belt sander, but I didn't apply any pressure to it. I just had the belt sander resting. I had the weight of the belt sander doing the work for me, and basically I used that just to get out all the little lumps and little kinks, that I've had in the resin. I mean, the fiberglass. I didn't sand it down 100% smoothly because I didn't want, to eat away all my fiberglass, and it's like double working. Then also I wanted to have the next layer of fiberglass have something to catch hold on to. And one thing I found out was when you're laying down your cloth, make sure that you take out the time to get the cloth to form to the final outcome. So how I did the first layer was I just put down the cloth and I just poured the resin on top, which someone informed me that was the wrong way. But how you're supposed to do it was, you wet it out first with resin, put the cloth over, then put some more resin on top. So that's how I did get those, whatever. So what I find that is best is to lay down, is to wet it out, but first make sure that you don't have your resin kicking too fast. Use less catalyst or the hardener. So put down your resin and then put your cloth over. Take out the time to have it smooth out and form to the final outcome how you want that to be, because if you don't, you're going to have these little wrinkles in there, and when you go to sand it down, those are going to cause holes. And I didn't pay any mind to it at first. I was like, I'm putting 3-4 layers on, so I don't need to take out the time to do that. Yeah, so and as far as these corners, those are okay for the most part. Those are pretty fine. I had the same problem back here. I had these little wrinkles right here, and so I've when I sanded down, I had holes in it. So the last 2 layers, I just took sandpaper with my hand on the corners and right here, just to sand it down just enough, And on the final layer, when I did my last layer of fiberglass, I came back, I let that cure, and I came back with 16 ounces on one hole, 16 ounces on the other hole. I just poured a whole bunch of resin down here, which made it pretty thick, and nice, strong and sturdy. But if I had to give anyone any advice, it would be to just take your time and make sure that the cloth is on right without any wrinkles. Just take the time and measure it right. Make sure that the cloth is right. I know it's aggravating, but it'll save you time and headache, money in the long run. But that's about it. And as always, thanks for watching.